So our expectations are always when it comes to partnership with Africa Prosperity Network, are always very high, because we're used to the dialogue impact in terms of shaping our future engagement in the continent. We actually use the outcome of the dialogue to inform our annual plan and some of the priority areas of interventions. But I think in this year, there is a particular challenge that we're looking at addressing through this dialogue. We want to understand how we can make the infrastructure projects that normally BADEA finance in the continent more relevant, more sustainable, and in one way or another, more contributing directly towards the economic integration of the continent, especially when it comes to trade. So I think in a nutshell, we look at solutions, answers that come from the key stakeholders that are participating in the dialogue. So the dialogue is starting with a very good positive energy. In fact, I am very pleased that the dialogue this year was actually opened by the first ever female vice president in Ghana, a vibrant democracy in Africa. I'm also very pleased to listen to the key influential remarks from the APN Advisory Board, Her Excellency Madame Zuma. And she highlighted from her experience what is needed to actually realize the Africa free trade. As the day continues, we're listening to private sector, interesting point of view on what are some of the key impediments, but also some of the answers and solutions. And I think that's what makes it different this year. Well, I think prosperity starts with people, and I think that's the definition of prosperity. And the network itself is focused towards people. So I think the key important message that we take from this dialogue is the fact that we are focusing on people. We are looking at answers from people. We are also looking at new prospects in development. Prosperity is not financial prosperity, definitely. If we have an unsustainable future, we cannot talk about prosperity. But this year particularly, prosperity means free trade, where East Africa is able to trade with West Africa, where actually South Africa is able to trade with North Africa. So we have a real vibrant trade environment in the continent. So BADEA was created against a hope for shared prosperity between the Arab and the African partners. The fact that the bank is not only functional, it's actually the second highest rated bank, is a viable answer to the fact that there is a legacy to be continued when it comes to development, when it comes to creating a prosperous future in Africa, where the Arab financial contribution towards financing development in the continent is actually a solid and a dividend fact that everybody realizes. Historically, BADEA financed a lot of infrastructure projects. Out of our almost 15 billion commitment so far, accumulated over the past 50 years, probably I would say easily more than 60% are into infrastructure, particularly airport roads. We've been so proud of being a partner in terms of unlocking the isolation for many of the countries, but also helping creating I would say a leverage partnership between different African countries where they're able to trade, exchange, but a smooth human transportation is a critical area. I think one critical area that we're very proud of is where we're looking at the human-centered infrastructure. So our ambition for the BADEA 2030 strategy has a critical pillar of the infrastructure, and we hope that through infrastructure we're able to create transformation in economies, in industries, in education, and in actually social welfare in the continent, including even opportunities for trade and open markets. When it comes to green financing, I would say climate-oriented financing, BADEA is committed. Last year, the Arab Coordination Group, including BADEA, pledged in the COP28 in Dubai a critical pledge that looked at the opportunities of energy transformation in the continent. I think one of the key areas that we are cognizant of in BADEA is the fact that we can build green in Africa to start with. But we also want to make sure that the lungs that the world is using for breathing, which is Africa, with its low emission and its opportunity is protected. BADEA has a clear flagship towards looking at opportunities of, I would say, favorable funding for reforestation, climate sensitization. We're very happy that we partnered with a youth group in, and if I can quote that, in the Gambia, for mangrove reforestation and replanting. This was not only to protect the environment, but also a job creation opportunity project. And we're very happy of that. We take it as a flagship. We hope we can expand it and look at scaling it up.